At first glance, these children seem to be enjoying their vacation like all young people their age. But here in Kfar Hanuktim, in the heart of the southern Negev desert, a very special camp is being run. The 227 participants are those whose fathers or mothers were killed in the various conflicts which have marked the history of Israel. Everyone comes to recharge their batteries for 3 days, far from their daily worries.
Our main mission in these camps is to make these children feel at home, let them feel like they have a family. All the children here are in the same situation. Everyone has lost their mom or dad. This is the only place where they are not treated differently.
On the program, sports and recreational activities for children and a spa for mothers. Before October 7th, around 370 children were members of the organization. Since then, the numbers have soared to more than 800. Ella and her brother, whose father Lior Ben Yaakov was killed, are also a part of this program.
אני בהתחלה חשבתי שזה כזה סתם בדיחה.
זה היה שלב שוק, ואז שלב בכי, ואז שוב פעם שוק, ובלילה לא הצלחתי להירדם.
ההבדל הכי גדול הוא הטיימינג.
The big difference with previous camps is the period of time. Before October 7, there had been no war in Israel for such a long time, so no new participants. So for a while, the participants were regularly the same ones who returned to each camp. The last camp we held was in Sukkot, just before October 7th. It seems pretty crazy today, but we did it in Shlomi, in the north of the country. We had 70 participants, and we said to ourselves that it was a small camp. Unfortunately, we know what happened next. Today, the big chance for these children and their mother is that the mourning is very recent. So it's harder for them to free themselves and enjoy.
So recent that for some, they have not really been able to mourn their loss yet. Ella is the wife of Tal Chaimi, killed by Hamas terrorists on October 7th at Kibbutz Nir Yitzhak, but his body is still in Gaza. Pregnant and mother of 3 children, she's launching an appeal.
We really wait him to come back. It's not over yet. He should be buried here in Israel, in his country, in our kibbutz. He needs to come back. All the hostages, they must come back today. 6 months, it's too long.
Despite her immense pain, she's decided to come to the camp for her children's sake.
They are exhausted. A lot of activities. They got bonded and engaged with another kids. It's a very happy group and a very important group to take part of, but no one wants to be part of this group.
Like Ella, Shirin also lost her husband on October 7th. Roni was a detective in Ofakim. Realizing the terrorists were going to enter the city, she shouted to residents not to leave their homes, thus saving many lives.
Even today, when I walk in the street, people look at me and express their admiration. It is a great pride for me, but also a great pain. Thanks to this camp, I really feel that my children are opening up to others, that they are learning new things, and I feel that they are happy here. I am happy to have the opportunity to get to know people and gain strength to grow.
Do you want to say something? What do you think about the activities here? And among the camp leaders, many are orphans themselves. Roni is the daughter of Ido Cohen. 12 years after her father, a member of the Navy Special Forces, died, she decided to give her time to other children.
Instead of going into therapy, so Otzma was my therapy, and this was my place and my second family and my second home and my community, and I wanted to take part in this community once again and to give back what I can. A place that I could be a child, and I wanted to give it to children that have been through similar stuff that I was. Every kid remembers his first time coming to the camp, and it's really hard, and actually I admire those kids. My first time was 1 year after my father passed away, and it was kind of hard for me and kind of shock, and for them them, it's maximum 6 months, and I think it's really hard. They are kids, and they are getting far away from their comfort zone and willing to open their heart.
And even though Roni has been through what the children are going through now, the question still arises for the team of how to approach the loss of a parent.
So a lot of them really want to talk about them, and they want me to know all of the story and all of the small details. And some of them, like, I think didn't get it in their heart until now, and it feels weird to them to say it out loud.
And in these suspended moments, when time stands still, Israeli resilience appears in all its splendor.
I'm like learning from those kids how much power we have in us, and how much, I don't know, kind of as the Jewish people would, I really think so, that we have this ability, like when something bad is happened to us, so we are always looking for a community to help us, and I think it's one of the strongest things that we have in Otzma camps.
A beautiful message of hope and a real life lesson.